Hey everyone, welcome back to the Kempire Daily YouTube channel where you get daily and consistent hot topics in music, entertainment, reality TV, and more. We have so much to talk about. I can't tell you the amount of preparation and the amount of things I had to listen to and watch just for this live today. But before we begin, shout out to everyone that's already in the chat. Let's give people a moment. I understand this is an interesting time. Some people are just getting out of work. Some people are like, don't get into the tea just yet. I need a little bit of time. I need a little bit of time so I can get out of work. I understand. And some of you are getting ready for bed. Shout out to our international folks that are watching from abroad. I appreciate everyone being here. Thank you, Diana, for the reminder. Thank you to our new growing family of 22,000 subscribers. And I know there's quite a few of you that watch but aren't subscribed. Subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when there's an upload. And you are getting uploads every single day. Speaking of uploads, we uploaded 2 new videos for you today. One on Candace Dillard defending Erica Girardi. Sometimes I never know what to call Erica Girardi. Is it Erica Jane or is it Erica Girardi? Pick one. But since we're talking about her legal cases, we'll always say Girardi. I think Erica Jane is gone, done. Just like her music career. Her EJ Global owes $20 million allegedly. But I'm digressing. Thank you to everyone in the chat on the congratulations. I appreciate you all being here. Matter of fact, speaking of New York being here, let me know where you guys are watching us from. It's always interesting to know as the family grows and as the Kempire community grows, where everyone is watching from. So thank you so much to everyone that's watching. We already have over 100 people watching. Like this video if you haven't liked it already. We already have someone that disliked. Erica, was that you? Or maybe it was Dr. Scott. Or maybe it's Dr. Heavenly. Heavenly, sometimes you talk too much. And I was like, oh, I probably should. Sometimes I listen to things and I'm like, oh, wait a second. That's actually a hot topic. I probably should. And watch, you're going to start to see other people starting reporting on it because, look, curator of pop culture. I let you know what's hot. Sorry. Shout out Maryland's in the house, Hollywood, Florida, Michigan. I want to go to Michigan. I think Michigan, I always hear beautiful things about Michigan. Union City, Houston. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Watching from my bed. And where's the bed? Minneapolis is in the building. Oh, we got someone else in Hollywood, Florida. Cali's in the house. San Francisco's in the house. New York City's in the building. Hometown. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to my TikTok. Denver, Colorado. I want to go to Denver. I always hear really great things about Denver as well. New York, Ohio, Miami, Orlando. Pittsburgh is in the building. I love it. I love it, love it, love it, love it. I love the fact that we have such a diverse group of people watching. Long Island's in the house. Jamaica, of course, in the house. Wagwan. South Africa's in the house. I need to get to Africa in the next year. I'm just saying this right now. I need to get to Africa in the next year. South Africa here, too, is in the house. Oh, I love it, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in. We have almost 200 people in the chat. So we have a couple of stories that I want to talk about. One's related to Married to Medicine. The other is related to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I know most of you are probably here. You're probably here for both stories. We're going to get into the Atlanta and the casting news that we probably should be concerned about. We'll get there. Anyways, as you know, Dr. Heavenly from Married to Medicine recaps Married to Medicine's episodes every week on her YouTube channel. I will be posting my sources afterwards in the description of this video. So she recaps it I love it. I actually honestly love her recap more than watching the show. I'm going to be honest, just because she's just so honest. I love that. And one of the things, well, a couple of things. A lot of people were wondering what happened with the whole Dr. Contessa moving. Does she think what's going on between Dr. Contessa and Dr. Scott is real? And does she think it's actually abuse? All right, we're going to talk about that. And that's what stood out to me, because not one, but 2 times she let it be known what she thinks is really going on with Dr. Contessa. we're going to get into, I'm going to play some audio from what she said. So, because I like to cite my sources. Again, we'll post the link so you can watch her full live on Dr. Heavenly's YouTube channel. So let's get into this because I don't want to waste y'all time. I know everyone got things to do. And so do I. Look, and so do I. And I haven't eaten yet. And y'all know what happens when I haven't eaten. I had a shake, but that wasn't enough. I need food. I need to have dinner. This is the dinner hour. All right, so let's get into this. And if you're just joining us, we are talking about Dr. Heavenly and what she said in her YouTube recap of Married to Medicine, and some of the things that stood out to me that I think was worth bringing to you here. Also, we're hearing some Real Housewives of Atlanta casting changes. Well, I think, I'll just say this now, that we can expect a little bit of possible changes. I don't think we're going to get the same dramatic changes that we're hearing are happening in the OC or in Dallas. That was another thing that we covered. If you missed it, check out our previous videos. All right, so let's get into this. Hold on. Let me pull this up so that I have this all queued up for you. So the main thing, when we recapped Married to Medicine yesterday, I don't know where time is going, we were saying that, what we saw in Mike's relationship in Shahs of Sunset and what we see in Dr. Scott's relationship with Dr. Contessa, it's borderline abusive. Well, we're not the only ones that feel this way. So the question was posed to Dr. Heavenly on her live, and I want to play a little bit of what she said. And she mentioned it not once, but twice during the live. So let's get into this. Hold on. Let me cue up my pictures and my stuff. Y'all know I do my preparation. Let me cue this up.
Okay, do you think Contessa is in an abusive relationship? Verbally, emotionally, yes. I do. I think that it's very confusing because, you see one thing on Instagram and you see one thing on the show, but I know, I don't want to say too much, y'all. I really hope that they can work things out. We do know that Scott does not always tell the truth, seemingly. I mean, let's be real now. They don't be telling the truth. Come on now.
she didn't have to do it like that, but it didn't stop. As I said to you before, you're just joining us. We're talking about Dr. Heavenly, talking about Dr. Contessa and Dr. Scott's relationship. Look, when we recapped it yesterday, a lot of us, you called in and you shared your thoughts, and everyone was saying, oh, it's borderline, especially seeing Dr. Contessa's face at that dinner table with everyone. Her shrinking herself, apologizing as they exited the table. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry that I got you involved in this. We all sort of felt it. But to hear someone that actually knows Dr. Contessa, that's actually around Dr. Contessa and the relationship. Yes, we all didn't think it was a physical thing. But as I said yesterday, is physical worse than actual emotional? That can be debated. But it didn't stop there. She talks about it again. And let me just cue this up so that we have it. I had to write this down, y'all. Hold on. I have to go back. Hold on. Let me just cue this up. So Anila also called in and, they recapped. Like I said before, I'll cite my sources after the live. Anila from the show, or Anita, whatever you want to call her, also called in and she shared her thoughts on Toya and everything like that. And she even shared her thoughts on the relationship. But here again, the whole conversation of what's going on between Dr. Contessa and Dr. Scott comes up again. So let me just share what she says here.
What is it? Too much for you? Let's get her. Anila, I hope you stay in for a few more seasons. What is the vibe you guys get from Scott at the dinner table? We just talked about that and getting hyped and feeling better vibes. I don't think Contessa getting that ass whooped now. No, I don't think that at all. Because Contessa too damn strong. There'll be two niggas fighting.
What? So people keep thinking that? No, that's not happening, guys. I don't think.
Maybe you never know what's happening, but I don't think it's that. I definitely don't think it's that. I mean, I've been around them a long. I don't think it's that. I don't. But you never know what's going on in people's relationships, though. Let's see.
So I wanted to play that part as well. So this conversation about what's really happening in Dr. Contessa and Dr. Scott's relationship. Look, we've said it, but to hear Dr. Heavenly confirm our own suspicions and thoughts says to me, if there's some smoke, there might be some fire. But the other thing that I wanted to address in regards to Dr. Contessa and Dr. Scott's relationship, a lot of people were, criticizing Dr. Contessa for leaving her family and going away to school. But during this live, Dr. Heavenly insinuates that's not the reason why she left town. That's not the reason. Let's play it. Hold on. Again, I got to cue it up. And while I'm queuing it up, we have almost 500 people in the chat. Like this video if you haven't liked it already. Subscribe to the channel. You're getting daily and consistent hot topics in music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. I see everyone in the chat. I appreciate everyone being here. Let me just cue this up so you guys can hear what Dr. Heavenly is saying.
Be on my page, okay?
Thanks.
Scott has not been the same since Contessa went to school and left him without a nanny. And she would come home complaining. You would not have done that. I think the Atlantic, and I ain't gonna say because it hasn't been said on TV, there was a lot more going on with that situation. She didn't just go to school. There was a reason she left town.
There was a reason.
So that's the thing about it. We think we know the truth. We think we know the answers and everything. Like Curtis said, and Curtis can't really say shit because everybody be getting on his ass. Because
let me play that again for those that missed it. We're playing some audio from Dr. Heavenly's recap of Sunday night's episode of Married to Medicine, and everyone has criticized Dr. Contessa. Everyone has criticized her in regards to her going away to school. According to Dr. Heavenly, there is more to the story. Let me replay that part for you.
Because I only want, I can't say I only want positivity on my page, okay?
Thanks.
Scott has not been the same since Contessa went to school and left him without a nanny. And she would come home complaining. You would not have done that. I think the Atlantic, and I ain't gonna say because it hasn't been said on TV, there was a lot more going on with that situation. She didn't just go to school. There was a reason she left town.
There was a reason.
So that's the thing about it. We think we know the truth. We think we know the answers and everything. Like Curtis said, and Curtis can't really say shit because everybody be getting on his ass because he ain't dancing with his ass from Jackie. But he was right. We never know all the different pieces and parts of what's going on. And I do know more than the average person.
I don't think you would just leave 3 kids and go out of town.
It was a whole different story.
There's a lot more to it.
There's a lot more to that.
So for those that are wondering who the other voice was, that was Anila who called in, or AKA Anita, who called in to help recap the show. I just thought those were some interesting details that we didn't know. A lot of people, like I said, a lot of people have been very critical of Dr. Contessa leaving town, leaving Dr. Scott. Everyone felt bad for Dr. Scott. But what is it? What do you guys think it really was? Contessa. So this person says Contessa likes the lady ponds. Well, Dr. Heavenly talks about that too, and she says she joked about it, but she doesn't believe that. She also doesn't believe that there's a physical abusive relationship, but emotional. She does believe that there's an emotional abuse happening between Dr. Contessa and Dr. Scott. I thought that was interesting because we see only bits and pieces on a show. She sees everything. She knows Dr. Contessa. She's friends with Dr. Contessa. So I thought this was really interesting. And of course, I had to bring it to my online friends. Oh my gosh. All right. So I know why you guys are here. I wanted to play a little bit of that for you. Look, we got to the T. We're only 15 minutes in. We got to the T. Well, there's more. So according to Tamara Tattles, there are some cast changes that are in the works. As you know, we reported just a couple of weeks ago, a couple of weeks ago, that the Real Housewives of Atlanta producers were working on making some changes in Atlanta. Well, it seems as if some of the information is still true. So LaToya's not coming. Fallon's definitely not being considered. So this is a Tamara Tattles exclusive, and I just want to read some of the things that are going on here. So first of all, happy birthday, Porsha. Porsha. Before we get into the casting news, we have to share some information because we reported that Porsha had gotten a tattoo of Simon Gobadia's middle name on the back of her neck. And everyone was saying, BS, we haven't seen it. People have even sent me videos. See, she moved her hair and there's no tattoo. Well, in Simon Gobadia's celebration of his fiancée, Porsha Williams, on his social media, he decided to share some photos. And looky, we found the actual tattoo of his middle name. And let me share my screen with you guys so you can see what I'm looking at. That would be good, right? And if you follow me on social media, you already saw this earlier. See, you need to follow me on my TikTok, right, TikTok fam? Y'all saw it first. Okay, so here's the tattoo. First of all, he says, happy birthday, my love. God is always on time and has his purposes for our lives. You are my twin in every significant aspect of life. Your laugh is contagious and your tears touch the depths of my soul. We are one of a kind. As long as we continue to love, understand, and respect each other, there is nothing on planet Earth that can come between us and the love we have for each other. Now let's love, live, and travel. You remember, if you saw Up in Adam's exclusive interview with Fallon, she says he loves to travel. She doesn't. And a lot of people don't believe it. A lot of people don't believe she didn't love the nice things and the traveling. Not everybody likes those things, y'all. I'm not one of them. I would have been traveling it up. Anyways, back to this story. So the tattoo does live on. So Simon Eeyore, is that how you pronounce it? Eeyore, maybe? I might be pronouncing it incorrectly. But we'll go with Eeyore, since y'all like to call him Lyman Nobadia. So we'll call him Lyman Eeyore Nobadia. We're playing Simon because Simon's about this internet YouTube streets mess. I don't need Simon coming looking for me. I don't need Simon clapping back. Not that I would care. I'm just joking, but I'm just saying. Stay in your corner and I'll stay in mine. So let's take a look at the other photos though. So this is, they've been in a relationship for now it probably would be 2 months. So he shares these photos. Excuse me. Some more photos. Celebrating. They're in love finally. Remember, we saw these photos when they made their official announcement. Her going on the private jet. This is the 2 months of their relationship. They are in love finally. Look at his new teeth. I mean, Simon's glow up is real, y'all. Let's not sit here and pretend like Simon's glow up isn't real. TikTok, head on over to the Kempire Daily YouTube channel. That way you'll be able to see some of the photos. We're also live on Twitter, Periscope on Twitter, at TheKempire, or we're also live on Facebook, TheKempire, Kempire Daily on Facebook. We're also live on Twitch at TheKempire. That way you can see what we're talking about there. Look, they are in love, y'all. Let me like this photo. Creeping. That's probably the first photo I've ever liked on Lyman Nobadia's page. So I've digressed. I just wanted to take this moment to say happy birthday to Porsha. Cancer season has officially begun, even though some of y'all other fellow cancers say we don't claim her. We do not claim her. Let's get into this casting news. If you're just joining us, we have almost 800 people in the chat. Thank you guys so much for being here every day when we have news. I appreciate you being here. Like this video. We'll start taking calls when we reach 300 likes. Yes. Once we've hit 300 likes, I will. Oh, damn. Simon and Porsha disliked the video. I love guessing who might have disliked the video, the celebrity that we're talking about at the time. Let me take a sip. I promise I don't have COVID, y'all. I got my shot. Y'all know. If y'all been following me for a long time, y'all know I got my shot. All right. Okay. So everyone's been waiting for some definitive Real Housewives of Atlanta news. The reason why we haven't heard anything yet is because these contracts, and I've said this to you before, these contracts that Bravo's spinning out allegedly aren't what they used to look like when it comes to the stipulations, when it comes to the money. And that's why why we are getting a delay in regards to these women signing on. So this is an exclusive from Tamara Tattles. As you may recall, we reported on a previous casting story from Tamara Tattles, which seems to be solid still, but there are some minor changes. So according to Tamara Tattles, Porsha has informally been in contact with Truly Original, the producers that produced the Real Housewives of Atlanta, discussing her recent life updates. She's engaged. She stole someone's husband. I'm joking. Calm down. Grace Turner, we will get to Cynthia in a second. People are speculating that she might make the announcement on Wendy, but we'll get into that because that's a part of this exclusive. And as always, we will be citing our sources after the live in the description of this video. All right, we're already at 201 likes. Let's get to 300 now. We'll drop the calling link so you guys can weigh in and share your thoughts on these hot topics. But back to this story. So apparently, Porsha has been in contact with the Truly Original executives. If you've missed one of my previous lives before, I have been speculating based on what people have said, allegedly, that Porsha has a personal relationship with some of these producers, and that's why she has the leverage that she has in getting scenes removed and people not invited back, allegedly. So apparently she's been informally, keyword, Porsha has informally been in contact with Truly Original executives. Can y'all read between the lines? She has been informally in contact with Truly Original executives, discussing her recent life updates. As previously stated, Fallon will not appear on season 14 of The Real Housewives of Atlanta in any capacity. Hold on, y'all. Let me just handle some business stuff over here. Let me just get back here. Okay. All right. And we already knew, Fallon already confirmed in her exclusive interview with Up and Adam that she was not being asked back. They felt her attacking or about to attack LaToya with a golf club was lowbrow for them, was not classy. But then Carlos King, matter of fact, let me go to Carlos's page. I know I'm sidetracking a lot, y'all, but it's worth it because I know you guys come here for a little humor. You come here for a little humor. But since we're talking about lowbrow, and I'm not calling Carlos King lowbrow, but I do enjoy the fact that Carlos King, for Porsha's birthday, happy birthday, Porsha, he posted this photo. TikTok, head on over to the Kempire Daily YouTube channel so you can see this photo. Okay. Carlos King posted this photo, and I know you're wondering, what are we looking at, Kempire? What are we looking at? You remember when Cynthia Bailey, we're going to talk about Cynthia, and if she's coming back in just a second, you remember Cynthia Bailey, when she kicked Porsha off of her, and Porsha was losing her mind, there was someone that was, they had everyone running and dashing, and I did not remember that it was Carlos King that was laying on top of Porsha. So for her birthday, he says in the caption, happy birthday, Porsha, for real. I will always have your back and your front. Oh my God. I didn't remember that it was Carlos King. If you don't know who Carlos King is, Carlos King used to be a producer of The Real Housewives of Atlanta. A lot of people still want him to come back, but Carlos is booked and busy. He has successful shows now on OWN. He has a new successful show that we recap here. BET presents The Encore. If you're not watching it, watch it or watch our recaps. I thought this was hilarious, so I had to report on it. You get all kinds of stuff in our stories. But back to the Real Housewives of Atlanta news. So this is what they're saying. For viewers, this many put holes. Okay, so Fallon will not be coming back next season. So for viewers, this many put holes in Porsha's potential story trajectory. Because if Fallon's not a part of the story, how can you tell this story of this man was on the show last season and now he's married to someone else, now engaged to Porsha? However, allegedly, Bravo executives were never interested in that story because it's salacious, reckless, and lowbrow. Didn't they say they wanted to get light-skinned Keisha from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta? But you remember, this sounds right because this is also what Fallon said in her interview. Mind you, in regards to other parts of the casting, so in regards to Porsha, so as of now, the plan is to feature Porsha as blissfully in love. What is interesting, the network is chatting with her about this before offering her a contract, thus eliminating some of the potential leverage she would have negotiating for higher pay. Remember, we reported that Porsha was trying to get higher pay. And she was trying to get higher pay for her 3-part spinoff from Bravo. Not sure if that's going to even happen. But we are also hearing, based on these negotiations, that Porsha more than likely will be either the highest paid housewife next season in Atlanta, or at least the second top highest paid. You can already guess who's going to be the highest paid. So back to this. Porsha's also we reported on this, Porsha's newly repped by the Big Four talent agency UTA and has a high-profile attorney who's familiar with getting big bucks from Bravo, is expected to become either the highest paid or the second highest paid this season. Both she and the network are aware that Porsha Williams is the key ingredient. They're saying she's the key ingredient for season 14's success. And the reason why I think that Bravo really believes this is because what else do they have? What else do they have? Everyone says season 13 was boring. If they're not bringing any new housewives, even though we just reported that there might be a 6th housewife, no word on that just yet. But it does look like they're going to be bringing back your girl, Drew. Drew is coming back. Yay! Said no one. So apparently Drew did receive a quote, informal phone call as well. She was praised about joining the group and being able to openly share her marriage woes, enter the group dynamic, and make new friends quickly. You can say that part is true. She did share that Ralph's, left the house for 3 days. She did mold in, incorporate herself very well within the group for the majority of the ladies. She even caused drama with a major star of the show, Kenya, and seemingly kind of held her own. I wouldn't say that she really held her own, but she didn't fall apart. Okay, we'll say that. They also love that Ralph was a part. He seemed like he was a quote team player, and he was very much a part of the show and willing to go with the show. Also, they thought that the old daddy storyline was relatable. I mean, based on the criticism of that old daddy line, I felt like a lot of people felt like it shouldn't. First of all, that whole old daddy I never liked, but also I think a lot of people cringed seeing this play out on the show. But I don't know what stats they're looking at. All right. Let me get to what you guys are here for. Cynthia. Well, I don't know if you're here for Cynthia because y'all always trying to get Cynthia fired. Every season, people are speculating that Cynthia's not coming back. Cynthia, is supposed to appear on Wendy Williams this week. People are speculating that she's going to announce on Thursday when she's on Wendy Williams that she will not be coming back. Well, there might be some truth. There might be some truth to this story. So according, again, for those that are just joining us, according to Tamara Tattles, in her exclusive, she's saying this, that Truly Original and Bravo are 2 weeks behind on those pickup letters. You remember we talked about these pickup letters were supposed to go out 2 weeks ago, and they were supposed to start filming in June. Now we hear that they're going to start filming in July, which is actually late for Atlanta. They do normally start shooting early. I think like usually either May or the end of May, June, latest. But negotiations with these contracts, with all these changes, seems as if it's slowing things down. According to, let me see. So according to this exclusive, so the pickup contracts, the pickup letters were supposed to go out, but they're delayed. And this was supposed to be the week of June 7th. Filming is supposed to begin on the first half of July with a new showrunner. I know a lot of you have been saying we need new producers. We need new producers. Well, they're supposed to be receiving a new showrunner. And some of the producing team from the Real Housewives of Potomac will be joining the show in the field for the very first time. The guest, Tamara Tattles is reporting that she's guessing that the delay is due to Porsha's contract negotiations and their indecision about Cynthia, Phaedra, and Sheree. So we still might get a Sheree, y'all. We still might get a. I don't know about Phaedra. Y'all convinced me against Phaedra. Y'all convinced me against Phaedra. I don't know about Phaedra. I don't know. And I know a lot of you are thinking, does that mean that Kandi won't be coming back? Well, apparently the tables have turned. It seems as if Kandi might be coming back. It moved from being possibly out to a possibly in. And look, do I think that Kandi probably took a pay cut this season? Very possible. Very possible. Hold on, y'all. We didn't get to 300 likes. When we get to 300 likes, I'll be dropping the call-in link for you guys to share your thoughts on this exclusive that we're getting from Tamara Tattles. So back to this. So this is what it seems like the Real Housewives of Atlanta cast for season 14 will look like. At this moment, Porsha, Kenya, Drew, Marlo's in there, and Shamia. And look, Shamia probably has a secure spot because she knows all the women, but also Porsha. The fact that she's cool with Porsha, her friend of role will be there. She's not going to show her life. She's not interested in showing her life to get impeached. Shamia has already said that. So in regards to Cynthia, though, Cynthia Bailey, LaToya Ali, and Fallon Gobadi are not in any of the pre-production story planning for season 14. LaToya and Fallon will not appear on the show under any circumstance. Cynthia, however, you know how this goes every year. Cynthia is certainly not lowbrow, but since it apparently is opposite, I'm reading this exactly from Tamara Tattles. Hold on. Cynthia, however, you know how this goes every year, but I'm thinking this might be the year because season 13 sucked. Well, Cynthia is certainly not lowbrow, but since it's apparently opposite day at Bravo's headquarters, they probably will axe her. But a lot of you said this in regards to Cynthia. You feel like her storyline has reached an all-time high. She got married for a second time. She's done. Honestly, I wouldn't mind seeing Cynthia come back. Everyone's saying she should come back as a friend of, but that's not necessarily how these contracts works. It depends on what you give during the season. And it really depends if Cynthia, when Femtaro, we did a reading of the cast during the reunion, but things can change depending on contracts. Femtaro said that the contract that she receives, this is just a prediction from Femtaro, that she's not too sure about the contract. So she's been on the fence. So I wouldn't be surprised if Cynthia decided at the last minute not to come back. I wouldn't mind seeing Cynthia back. I know a lot of people don't like Cynthia, but Cynthia, she makes me laugh. And not everyone needs, drama. Right? Okay. But I know what you're wondering. What about this whole Phaedra and Sheree situation? Well, according to this exclusive, they say keep an eye out for Phaedra Parks and Sheree Whitfield. Some real deep discussions about them have occurred, but the network has not confirmed that they have struck any kind of informal deals or plans for them to appear. I expect at least one of them to come back, with Phaedra being the favorite by far. Sheree could easily rejoin the group as a utility player like Marlo, so I strongly believe it'll be 2-for-1 deal. If you guys had to choose, though, who would you want more in the chat? Matter of fact, hold on. I think I could do a, hold on. Let me do a poll. Look, let me do a poll. I'm going to do a poll. Sorry, y'all. I ain't got any producers here. So let me just do a poll. If you had to choose, oh, you guys are both. I'm going to do a poll, y'all. Calm down. If you had to choose Phaedra or Sheree. Don't forget the wedding. You guys are a mess. Wait, I'm gonna do a poll. Okay, I'll add one other person. I'll add someone said old Nene. Y'all are hilarious. I'm gonna put Nene in the no, I'm not gonna put Nene because that's a clear choice. Even if I had to choose, I'm gonna make this hard for you guys. If you had to choose, okay, I'll put neither. I'll put neither in there. I'm gonna put y'all still coming through with the I see a lot of Phaedra though, y'all. I'm gonna put a poll though. Hold on. Nene or Phaedra? Hold on. Let me do this. I said Nene or Phaedra? No. Phaedra or Sheree? Hold on, y'all. Let me just do this poll. I didn't plan on doing a poll. TikTok, head on over to the Kempire Daily YouTube channel. That's where we're live. We're also live on the Kempire and Kempire Daily on Facebook. We're also live on Twitter. Hey, Twitter, what's going on? And we're live on Twitch. Everything there is at the Kempire. Let me ask the community. Okay. Let me just for RHOA season 14. All right, let me ask the community. You guys are hilarious right now. Everyone's just coming through with it. I appreciate. All right, the poll is there. I want to see what this poll brings in. I'm going to drop the call-in link for you guys to call in. So as I said to you before, if you're just joining us, I just gave you some information on what Dr. Heavenly said about Dr. Contessa and her relationship, but also we just announced some Real Housewives of Atlanta casting news. I think we will get a more definitive idea of casting with Atlanta this week. I said that last week. I think this week might be the week where we'll have a more definitive idea and things are starting to boil over, if not early next week. Annette said, I voted and lost. Okay. Where's the neither option? Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot the neither option. I'm sorry. No, I'm making it hard for you guys. Choose. You have to choose. So far, Phaedra's... I love doing live polls. You guys are hilarious. I mean, I could do a neither. You neither need. A lot of people, okay, Black Girl Code wants to know if Candy's come back. What we're hearing, and I said this before, because Candy has this new show coming, it makes sense to bring her back and maybe transition Candy from Atlanta, the Real Housewives of Atlanta, to this new show. That to me makes the most sense. That makes to me the most sense. All right. Let me drop the call in link because we reached over 300 and something likes. We have almost 1,200 people in the room, though. How about liking the video? It's an easy and free way of supporting the channel. Hold on. I missed the super chat. I apologize. I missed the super chat if I can get it because you guys were answering. Barry, I missed your super chat, but thank you for the super chat. I completely missed it. And this will not let me go back. It will not let me go back. Okay. Let me drop the call-in link for you guys to call in and share your thoughts. Hold on one second. While I'm doing that, be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed already. You're getting daily and consistent hot topics. Posted 2 new videos today and a couple of videos from yesterday that are worth watching. And I love seeing your commentary. But of course, be respectful. And for those that are watching this video afterwards, let us know your thoughts on what Dr. Heavenly said about Dr. Contessa and Dr. Scott's relationship. Also, let us know your thoughts on this cast shakeup, but not shakeup. We shall see. Also, did you guys hear that they're possibly adding 2 housewives to New Jersey? And one of them might be Black. Not might be Black. One of them is Black. All right, call in and share your thoughts. Let me post this link. You know, I like hearing everyone's thoughts. If you're just joining us, welcome to the party. I'm your boy, the Kempire. And we are celebrating 22,000 new subscribers. Shout out to you guys. I appreciate the support. Our growing Kempire community is so important. So I hope that you're appreciating the daily content. Daily content. Mary Ann says, what did Heavenly say? Well, I played the audio, but I'll give you a quick recap. Dr. Heavenly basically said what we were saying. Dr. Heavenly believes that it's not a physical abuse situation, but definitely emotional. I definitely think it's emotional. Someone said put Melly Holt on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I think that would be a good choice, but remember, Carlos King doesn't work for Bravo anymore. And that's sort of like his prize winning, you know, I don't like to call them characters, but prize winning people. So I don't think he wants Bravo to steal one of those people. You know what I mean? And Love and Marriage Huntsville, that's coming back very soon. Let me know in the chat if you want us to recap that. We haven't really, I think we did like a quick little thing about it towards the end. Hold on, y'all. Okay. I see you guys calling in. For those that call in, once you spoken your piece, just hang up because we're only allowed to have like 12 people backstage. So I want everyone to be able to have a chance to call in. All right, we're going to take a couple of callers. Callers, please be brief because we would like to get to everyone. Okay? All right. Really BTV, I'm going to bring you up. Hey.
Hey, Kempire, how you doing?
I'm fantastic. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks for letting me on. First, I want to say I enjoy your content. Thank you so much. Follow you on TikTok. I love you. So, but really quickly, I just wanted to say, so Real Housewives of Atlanta, I feel like if Porsha isn't talking about Simon, I feel like people are going to tune it out. I know for people like myself who I personally feel like the whole storyline is kind of kooky and crazy, but you know, it's like that train wreck. You kind of want to see it though. So she's not talking about it. I'm not sure how long the fans are really going to pay attention to what she has to say. Hey, Young Rich is she's in my chat all the time. And for Real Housewives of New Jersey, I've been following the same thing. Willie Collin, a former NFL player, his wife, allegedly has been filming, but she's pregnant. And so they're not really sure. And then Tiki Barber, his wife is not black, but he's black. Allegedly, she's been filming. So I don't know. I think we might get our first, little dose of color up in New Jersey. I don't know.
And in all respect to Bravo, because I like to throw them under the bus every once in a blue, they have in the past tried to get a black housewife, and specifically DJ Envy's wife. They've tried multiple times to have them on the show. So they have tried for years. I don't know if they've tried in the past for New York, but they've definitely tried for New Jersey before.
We're going to give Bravo a B for effort in this last cycle of trying to get some diversity. We're going to give them a B for effort, but we'll see. But I'm excited. I'm going to say this and then I'm done. I'm going to drop off. I'm excited to hear what you said about them bringing some Potomac producers down to Atlanta, because that is something that people were kind of saying last season with as explosive as Potomac was last season. We need to get some of those. So I'm excited to see that. So, thank you for letting me up. I'm going to jump off, let some other people on.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Libra, thank you so much for the super chat. Says, as long as Kenya returns, I'm good. Congrats, Kempire. I love that. All right. So let's get to some of these other callers. Hold on. All right. Bernice, I'm going to bring you up.
Okay.
Hey.
Hey, Kim. I saw you on Open Adam. I like you. So, okay. Porsha. Okay. What I don't like about this is that you giving thoughts recognition, and it's not. I don't like that. Come on now. We gotta do better.
Mm-hmm.
You
said thoughts.
Thoughts. I can't say what I want to say. I'm being okay. Because I want to say something else, but I'm saying I'm being nice, because you're giving that mindset recognition, and we should never give that mindset recognition. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And of course they're gonna bring Shamia the madam back because she gonna hook all the other women up with
Not the madam.
the madam. She knows she like Oprah. You get a thought, everybody get a thought.
Oh my God. Bernice, I didn't expect this from you.
Come on now. And with Contessa, she's been in an abusive relationship for the longest. It's emotional abuse.
Yeah. Which you think is worse, emotional abuse or physical abuse?
Emotional, because scars that you can't see run deep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because Scott, he done gave off the aura that his wife can't surpass him. Her light can't, her beauty and her intelligence can't surpass him. She got to dim her light in order to be with him, and that would take a toll on you. And for her to apologize shows that. That means she's been dimming her light for a long time to appease her mate, who's supposed to be her provider, her protector.
Bernice, any other thoughts before I let you go?
No, that's about it. The thoughts are going to be running over Atlanta.
Are you going to miss Cynthia if Cynthia doesn't come back?
Yes, because Cynthia is a level-headed one. Everybody could go and talk to Cynthia. She didn't have no beef with nobody. Yeah. You know, you got to have that one person where somebody can come and talk and release their stress. Like, okay, I ain't got to worry about it going back to the other person. I can tell you. Cynthia is that person.
Yeah, I agree, Bernice. Bernice, thank you so much for calling in.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Finally, Justice, I'm going to bring you up. Hey,
how are you?
Oh, not bad. How are you? You gave us camera.
I'm doing pretty good. Huh?
I see you gave us camera.
Yeah, finally. So I just wanted to sound off on like all the Atlanta stuff. So basically, I do think that Dr. Contessa did the right thing by leaving. I think it takes a lot of strength to leave, your partner to try and pursue something else. I'm just sad that she kind of went back on her own self, because that doesn't help your progress when you're trying to admit things to yourself and how you could do things better and become a better person. So even marriage or no marriage, if that's truly your friend, your life partner, they would understand that you need your time and would give you that privacy of your time to work through some things, especially if you've been together all those years, So one thing is, I think I'm not really all that sad about Cynthia leaving. I think Cynthia she didn't bring the drama to the show, but she did bring a perspective to the show, because she was always in the middle of all the stuff. It's always her two friends were fighting, and she would give both sides of the story. So I will miss that perspective on her, but I just don't think that I'm gonna miss that's something anybody could do, just sit in the middle and tell us what happened.
Yeah.
I think Porsha holding out is a dumb move. This is all she's known for. Yeah, she has her own other brands and stuff, but this is her brand. It's part of her. And she needs to grow up and get back to being in Atlanta Housewives and take that check as long as she can run with it. And unfortunately, her husband's just not going to get her the bigger storyline, or future husband is not going to get her that bigger storyline.
They're going to get married.
I think it's going to be one of those Loving Hip Hop New York spits where they get married, but she don't file the paperwork or nothing.
No.
I think it's going to be one of those situations where the paperwork's not going to get filed or something, and then it's just going to break off. Because I just don't see, she hasn't been in a serious relationship where since her last husband, where we've seen her actually serious about, let me get married, let me do this, let me do that, because certain things I feel she would not do if she wanted to be with this person. And some of these antics are TV antics, and it's not real life. And I think that's part of the reason why her and Wiener dude didn't work out, was because she was doing this antics. You didn't think that was a serious relationship? I thought it was serious, but she kept doing. But the thing was that she moved it on too quick. Why are you getting pregnant in the first 2 months? You don't, that's groupie behavior. You're being a groupie for hot dogs, so that's not. No, remember she was working for the hot dogs. dogs. She was working on the hot dogs because he was the king of the wieners. And
What are you doing?
and I think that Phaedra should be the one to come back.
Really? Why is that? Before I let you go, why?
Because
do you think Phaedra?
Okay, Phaedra. So Phaedra should be the one to come back, and I try and be quick. But Phaedra's the one that should come back because it would be a nice little brash to see between her and Candy before Candy exits the show. You know, because she's going to be exiting the show anyway for a show. It'd be a good way to just kind of like get a last little bit of spark fire before they go, like the last ins and outs of who said.
I love how you say spark fire. I'm like, no, it'd be a nice way for them to settle their whatever beef they've had.
I mean, like settle it, but when you brush up against somebody, it's gonna be a little. I think like just like if you don't have Vaseline, if it's gonna be, that's what should be happening with them. Damn. I don't think it should be easy or a nice little sit down. It needs to be like maybe at the end of the season, maybe reunion. They finally realize that okay, that was years ago. We should be all right. That's my opinion. I'm finally justice, and I'm out. Bye.
Thank you. I love that. Oh, okay. Make it make sense, YouTube queen.
How Queen YouTube. Are you, everyone?
How are you?
I am wonderful. I'm not trying to be her, unfortunately, at this moment. But I just wanted to say really quickly that I do not want Cynthia back. Unfortunately, she is very boring. Sorry. I do not want Drew back. She is even more boring.
Oh, dear.
Candy, she can kick rocks. I noticed in the chat someone said something about she has a production company. Well, boo, go produce on.
She is.
Yes, produce on with your production self. But yeah, you don't need to be a part of the cast. Is what I'm saying. So yeah, no, she's as boring as well. Now her mother, she is a spicy one. Now, as far as Miss Porsha, yeah. Let's see how to word this properly and nice. Like Phaedra would say, as a Southern belle. I can't say it like Miss Final Justice did because she did that very well. Porsha was going from hot dog to hot dog to hot dog before she landed on Dennis's hot dog. That's what I say. But she had that baby in 2.5 seconds because she just knew she hit the money train. And evidently she found out something we didn't know because she went from that money train to now Simon's money train. But Simon has his ironclad, prenup, so you won't get any money out of him. No. I don't know what she's thinking. But she's doing her little dance and her doo-wop pop nonstop. For what reason? I don't know. But it just looks so bad. So very bad.
Someone just commented, the caller wants to throw the entire cast away. Is that what you're feeling like? There needs to be a real shake-up like they did in the OC?
I love that comment. I love it. It's a beautiful thing to just get totally new people. And I understand Atlanta. We grew up with Atlanta pretty much because it's 13 years? Well, no, yeah. 13
going on their 14th.
Yeah, 14 seasons of the women. We grew up with them. So that's pretty much for a mature cast. And we don't want the little hip hop people for us, our audience. I get that. But yeah, I agree with the new people. Just don't make them the Porsha pop and hot dog swapping people. Lord. That's just what I'm saying.
Make it make sense. Thank you so much for calling in.
Okay. Thank you for your time, and you have a wonderful day, and I enjoy your content.
Thank you so much. You too. Blog and Tease, thank you so much for the super sticker. I have to always look over to the side to actually see the super sticker because I like looking at them. Thank you so much for the super chat. We have over 1,200 people in the building. How about we hold on? Let me see where we're at in regards to likes. Let's get to 500 likes before I take my next caller. If you're just joining us, we're talking about, first of all, Dr. Heavenly's live that she did yesterday, talking about Dr. Contessa's relationship. She recaps the episode every week. But one of the things that we've been speculating, is this an emotionally abusive relationship? According to Dr. Heavenly, that's how she feels. That's how she feels. And when Dr. Contessa went away to school, it's not because she went away to school. There was more to that story. She didn't reveal what that more was, but there was more to that story. All right, we got another super sticker. Shout out to Blog and Tease. Thank you so much for the super sticker. And look, I have to go over here and look at it because I can't see it on this mechanism here. Thank you so much for the, oh no, it's a super chat. Thank you so much. Appreciate you supporting the channel. Again, if you guys missed out on any of the hot topics that we've discussed in the last couple of days, I posted quite a few different videos. 15 seconds of hot topics. If you're missing out, we started doing something new called Hot Topics in under 15 seconds. Be sure to check that out because I know sometimes you're like, Kempire, these lives are way too long. Well, that means you're missing out on the other hot topics. I even do hot topics and recaps in under a minute. I can't tell you how hard that is. All right, let's take some more callers. We've reached over 515 likes. Love it. All right, Lucky, I'm going to bring you up. Hey.
Hey, Campfire, how are you?
I'm well. How are you? What are your thoughts on these hot topics?
I think make it make sense. Forgot to say with open toe shoes. Like Candy can kick rocks with open toe shoes.
Oh.
Like, I'm over Candy. I'm over Cynthia. I was like super excited. I was like, yes, when I heard about the news, and I was like,
you were excited about her not coming back.
It's so boring. It's like they add nothing to the show, in my opinion, right? Mm-hmm. But I was like, Fallon's gonna come on. I don't know what kind of power Porsha got over there, but she must have not wanted to be chased with a golf club or something. She was like, it's not gonna be my turn. Like, we gotta make sure this lady stays away. So, but I don't know. Like, I really feel like if Fallon was on, Cynthia went and retired along with Candy, we could have had a really good season and the ratings would have been through the roof. Wow. And that's, like, it was good news, then it was bad news. So I was like, anyways. And as far as Dr. Heavenly, I think we really have to be careful not to like start making assumptions of, and start throwing things out there, especially for people who's like, this is their profession, right? Like, as a doctor, you work so many years just to go to school.
Yeah.
And then when you have those type of accusations, even if they're not true, like that could really ruin someone's livelihood. So like unless you know for sure something's going on, like that type of insinuation could really destroy somebody.
But the side part of that conversation, they're on reality TV sharing their lives. Couldn't that also potentially affect their careers?
Yeah, and I think that's why his attitude sucked, probably because it was like not only was, his ego hurt, but he was also being judged in front of his peers, and it was going to be on national television. So it was like not even a double whammy, but it was like a triple whammy. So he automatically, I think, went on the defense, and then he even looked more of a douchebag than before.
Yeah. Well, I always like to emphasize, you're right. We don't know for sure, but it was interesting to hear a castmate share the same sentiments that we had of that episode and their relationship over the last couple of seasons. And she sees them out off camera. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. And that's not to say what she's saying is not true.
Yeah.
Dr. Heavenly just runs her mouth. And so, like, I take her stuff with a grain of salt.
Oh.
And then later on, she's like, I said that. She acts like she didn't do anything. So, at the end of the day, like, it's all for entertainment. We know these are characters, but I think at some point it starts to spill over to like their real life. And I think that's probably one of the reasons why she was fishing, to see like what the other ladies thought about her situation, and to see maybe if they had observed something and then they could really tell her and then that would give her confirmation.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see where this goes. I'm really interested to see where this goes and like how much, like, you know, I don't advocate for divorce, but hey, if it ain't working out, you guys to go, you know, like live your best life and keep it moving.
That's true.
But
Lucky, thank you so
ultimately,
much for calling in.
all right, no problem. Thank you.
Fine. All right. Real Carlos, I'm going to bring you up. Hey.
Hey, what's going on?
Not much. How are you?
Pretty good. I just wanted to say about Atlanta. Sorry about the avatar. I know everybody's trying to.
It's okay.
But yeah, I actually enjoy Cynthia as well. She gives me comic relief a lot of times, especially the last couple of seasons. I think her downfall was relying heavily on Nene for a storyline. The last couple of years, she's been going in and out of beefs with Nene, and now that she's not there, that really was her only claim or main plot. They wanted to see how she was going to resolve everything with Nene, and that happened, twice over the last couple of years after she called Peter a B, and then again they fell out. But I think they should keep Cynthia. I'm hoping they do. But everybody's saying she's going to announce tomorrow that she's quitting.
That's the rumor on the street, but I have a feeling that she's not.
Yeah, I would think she was trying to hang on tight because she doesn't have anything going on. not to be funny, but I think she would even stay as a friend. I could also see Candy go. I've been saying for years, Candy has no storyline. She's been doing the bone collector thing the last couple of years, like picking up off of Sheree, and it's wearing thin now. It's like, okay.
We always need a bone collector. How are we supposed to do our job?
I guess that's why they're bringing Sheree back for the 99th time, which I could do without Sheree.
The other part of bringing Sheree back, producers, because I know you're watching, the other part about bringing Sheree back, she knows Simon Gobadia. There's a friendship there.
That's true. I guess you have. And she knows everybody on the cast. It would be an easy fit. Maybe they probably will bring her on as a friend again, because I don't really think they're looking for the jailbird romance with Tyrone. I don't know where she is with him, but I know he's out now.
He is out.
And then as far as Married to Medicine, I didn't really hear what Heavenly said about Dr. Contessa, but I mean, he's pretty... it's pretty obvious what Scott's doing. I mean, everybody can see it. Even, but it's kind of weird because when they left after the last show, they were all on Instagram, I guess, being very lovey-dovey. And like even the other day on Watch What Happens Live, she still seemed kind of like they were on the outs. So not quite understanding their dynamic. Like in public, they want to show one face, then they do something else totally different. With the Bravo cameras rolling. So yeah, it's kind of weird.
But it's also very, symptomatic of those types of relationships that we were discussing earlier. I'm not going to say it again, but the real Carlos, thanks so much for calling in.
No problem. Thanks, Kempire.
All right, guys, we have over 1,200 people in the chat. Like this video if you haven't liked it already. It's an easy and free way of supporting the channel. And if you missed out on any of our daily and consistent hot topics, be sure to check out the rest of our videos. We talked about, oh my gosh, what did we talk about? Candace weighing in on the Erica Girardi situation and people telling her to shut up. And so many other hot topics if you missed it. And if you're looking for under a minute and sometimes under 15-second hot topics, quick takes, just to know what's going on, make sure you're following me on my social media, specifically my TikTok. Everything's at TheKempire. And don't forget, a new episode of my podcast will be available tomorrow, and it's an interview with my boy Up and Adam and his partner Jason. And we're talking about, because it is Pride Month, happy Pride, we're talking about relationships. So be sure to check that conversation out. It was actually very eye-opening. All right, Toya, I'm going to bring you up. And also shout out to everyone. I didn't get to read the super chat. I saw the shade though. Thank you so much for the super chat. Appreciate you. Toya, what's going on?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
Not bad. What are your thoughts on some of these hot topics?
So with Atlanta Housewives, I honestly, it irritates me. I'm sorry to say this, but it irritates me every time people say Cynthia is the voice of reason. She's the calm one. No, she's not. She's shady. She's boring. She's a flip-flopper. She doesn't really know which side she's on. She plays all sides. So no, she's not the calm one. She's not the reasonable one. She's not the peacemaker. She's none of those things. I don't even think she knows what she is on the show. But anyway.
Oh, no.
I'm sorry, but I liked her when Peter was still there. I think he made her interesting. Now I'm over it. I hate people losing their jobs, but I'm sorry. For the sake of the show, I could do without her. She can go. Candy can go as well. She's boring. There's nothing there. Unless she's gonna talk about how her businesses are failing, I really don't want to see her on the show. What I do want though,
Her business are failing?
Didn't they shut down Blaze? Because
Okay, look, I reported on this.
Refrigerators.
Wait, we have to clarify because I like to cite my sources. No, she decided on her own decision based on the recommendations of the health department in Atlanta. She decided on her own to shut down Blaze because of the health violations. Yes, the health violations were nasty as hell, and I probably will never eat there. But she decided on her own.
Okay, I don't think she had a choice though. I mean, if it's out there that I really don't think she had a choice. She had to shut down. But whatever, she can go. I don't need her on the show. She's boring. There's nothing there. The whole block story's been played out. Okay, just pay the money block, and then we're done with Kenya. I don't like Kenya. I really, really don't like Kenya. I don't like her antics on the show. But you know what? She can come back. I would like her back on the show. Yes, she can come back. Porsha definitely. Fallon, no, I don't want Fallon on the show because I like Porsha, so I don't want everything to be about, but I want Porsha and Kenya on the show. Drew can come back. She deserves a second chance. But yes, but other than that, they need to bring at least 3 more new ladies that are not connected to Porsha and not connected to Kenya, so that we can actually see Kenya and Porsha battle it out, because those two will never get along. So I need them to battle it out. I need 3 more people who really have no connection to either one of them, so that we can actually see them develop friendships, that are new, and see the dynamic of, how that would happen. But yeah, these 2 can go. I don't want to see them on the show. I'm so over them.
Okay, Toya, tell us how you really feel. Thank you so much for calling in, Toya.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. All right. We have quite a few people on the line, y'all. So I want to get to everyone. But before we do that, of course, I'm going to remind you to do what? Like this video. Like, I really expect you guys to respond. Okay, 9 people disliked. So let me see. Who did we talk about? Dr. Heavenly disliked. Porsha disliked. Simon disliked. Simon had all his kids dislike. All right, that's how we did not. Blog and Tees, thank you so much for the super chat. Appreciate you supporting the channel. Oh, the super sticker, sorry. All right. I love when you guys call him and share your okay, Phaedra Berry. Wait, hold on. Phaedra Berry, I'm gonna bring you up. Hello?
Hey, Campfire. It's Phaedra Berry. They asked Parks. I saw it's too long.
I'm gonna have to call you Miriam because you call it with a different name all the time. What are your thoughts on all of this news that's coming out tonight?
Oh yes, the news, the tea is popping hot. As far as Real Housewives of Atlanta goes, I would say I like Auntie Cynthia. She brings, some relief, and I think she's a necessary balance for the show, but she's kind of come full circle twice. So I think she can head off into the sunset. Candy can, if they bring Phaedra back, I would want Candy to stay, but if Phaedra's not coming back, I think Candy can go and, go work in the back of the kitchen of Blaze and make sure it's up to code. That'll be wonderful. Kenya, even though I don't like her, she's a necessary evil for the show, but it's like, I'm kind of over it. I kind of want her to focus on Mark. Oh, my girl, Porsha. She just keeps breaking my heart every single time with these posts. And apparently she was listening to us because now she's kissing Simon in the mouth so we can see it. I'm sorry for the visual. My bad. But yeah, no, she's listening to the fans. So that's a good thing. Porsha could come back, but I think honestly she needs to talk about the Simon situation, because it's going to make no sense that you're together with this man that was married to someone else last season. In regards to Contessa and Dr. Scott, I agree with Dr. Heavenly. I feel like it could be emotionally abusive, and she does know them outside of the show. So I would personally trust what she's saying, because she does talk to them and is friendly with them. But honestly, I feel like Dr. Contessa and Scott might be heading down the divorce road next season on Married to Medicine.
Ugh. I mean, they've had some situations very similar. We saw it with Dr. Jackie and Dr. Simone, and they made it through.
That's different. Jackie and Simone can't afford to be single at their ages, so they
Oh my God.
so they have to kind of just, you know, forgive and put up and not let go. I'm just being truthful. But, you know, Contessa, I think, you know, she's still beautiful. I think she can find love again with the right man if that's what she decides to do. But if she decides to stay, she can stay.
Oh man. Well, thank you so much as always for calling in.
All right. Thank you so much, Campfire. Take care, guys.
You too. All right. First of all, we're almost at 600 likes. I'll take our next callers at 600. Let's get to 600. Wait, one of Simon's kids just disliked the video. We're at number 10. I really do like playing this game of guess who probably disliked the video. And it's probably the people, because trust and believe, y'all, these celebrities stay on YouTube watching people talk about them. They like it. They like it. Right, Shantae? They like it.
They love it.
Wait, I'm going to bring up St. J as well. St. J is here.
For you.
Oh, okay. Weigh in on any of it. Did you have thoughts on Married to Medicine or just this whole Simon situation?
Both.
Okay.
So, I mean, you know, the thing about Dr. Scott and Contessa, what we've been saying probably since last season, they need to stop playing with marriage and just figure out, do they even want to work it out, or are they at the place where they're like, it's time to separate and walk away? Because at this point, they may be just staying in it for the kids, and that's not good because nobody will be happy, and kids pick up on it, and you can't raise happy kids that way. You create problems for them too. Yeah. So, you know, I'm always in the minority. I like Contessa. Week after week, y'all got to remind me, you in the minority, you're in the minority. Fine. But I like Contessa.
I like Dr. Contessa. I don't like what's playing out, but I like her.
I don't either. So like the way that went down on the reunion, it kind of just, I don't know what was going with that. I'm not trying to say Scott's an abuser, but the way she kept saying, I'm sorry, it's just, that didn't sit well with me. So whether they choose to stay together or not, they got a lot to work through, because clearly something's wounded the both of them emotionally, and they're just not going to be good to anybody else or themselves if they don't figure out what the deal is.
Yeah.
As far as Housewives of Atlanta, I do not want Phaedra back. Like I said, she's always just been nasty for no reason. And after that BS she pulled with Kandi, that was just the last straw, in my opinion. She shouldn't have the privilege of getting to come back. Just let her stay away. Let her throw her shade from afar. Because I just don't see how well it could go between her and Kandi. You know, at least her and Porsha have gotten to a place where they can tolerate each other, be in the same room, be in each other's space. I don't see it working out that way between Kandi and Phaedra, Fallon, if she comes back. I think if they decide to revamp the cast over and over like that, they just need to be done with Atlanta. Honestly, Atlanta could go and I wouldn't miss it.
The entire show?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
If they have to keep adding new people, because it's like they don't have any quote unquote OGs left. Like you see how they did with Housewives of the OC, they're bringing Heather back. Because, I mean, and Heather's not an OG either, but she's from, you know, seasons past that she's liked enough that it's like, okay, if we can't have any of the OGs on there anymore, let's bring back somebody that's, you know, not too, she's a pseudo OG, I guess you could say. So if Vicky's not coming back, Gina's not coming back, then it makes sense to bring Heather back. And I didn't care much for Heather either, but I can see her coming back as a pseudo OG to save the show. So if they're going to do away with this many people and not have any of the OGs on Atlanta come back, like I'm always about Sheree, then just scrap the whole show.
Oh, okay. One thing, if you're just joining us, we have almost 1,200 people watching. Like this video if you haven't liked it already. Simon Gobadi's entire family just liked this video. So it is what it is. I do want to share with you, you know, we just reported on some Real Housewives of Atlanta casting information. So the reason why people are speculating that Cynthia Bailey will not be coming back next season, her appearance on Wendy Williams, people are speculating that's where she's going to make the announcement. But what sparked this, the same way it sparked it for Porsha. Remember, we were talking a couple of months ago, Porsha took RHOA out of her her Instagram bio. Well, so did Cynthia. Let me just share this with you guys. So look, Exhibit A. So she posted this update to her Instagram bio, and a lot of people speculate. But honestly, y'all probably would think the same thing with me. I'm always changing mine because Instagram doesn't give you enough room to put all your jobs. And we know Cynthia got multiple companies. So maybe that's why.
Nope.
St. J, what do you think?
Wow. Cynthia gives me, if we're being honest, you know those people that were on Housewives like 10 years ago, but it's still in their bio? Cynthia gives me she's one of those girls.
Oh.
I don't know. Like, I just don't. Because that's really, like, yeah, she was a model back in the day, but we know her for being Cynthia on Housewives. So I believe that even if she's not going to be on the show, Housewives is going back in that bio. There's going to be a peach somewhere in that thing. I think that it is time for Cynthia to go. Like, it's time for Cynthia to kind of like transition out. Because, I mean, is she getting divorced again? Like, what does Cynthia have left for us? Like, you're happy. Don't you want to leave while you're happy?
No.
Think about it. Because, listen, you're better off leaving while you're happy than you go through another divorce. I was like, thanks. Bye, girl. We didn't see him too much. You got to go. So she's better off, leaving where she's at. Her man still has a job. She can, do that. And run the wine cellar and the modeling agency.
There's a model agency that's not listed here. Oh no, it is. The Bailey agency's still there. Oh damn.
She still pays her rent there.
She pays the rent, but what's paying that rent? Wait, let me just make it make sense. Hey, what's going on? This is his comment. Thank you for the super chat. First off, Kriyanta. That's supposed to be Cynthia? Doesn't deserve a peach. She should have just she should just accept a prune and join Love and Hip Hop. And all this heavenly and Kenya slander is unacceptable. Look, we are a channel that allows everyone to share their opinions, no matter if I disagree or agree. Danielle, speaking of disagree.
That's why I called in, because you had a fabulous caller earlier who just wasn't here for the kicks and giggles of Miss Kenya. And then people all in the comments, where's Miriam? Because they need Miriam to represent Team Twirl out here. But let's go back to the topic at hand. I don't even know what to think about Cynthia. I totally agree with St. J that Cynthia is going to keep, or would be the one to keep, the ROA logo in her profile until she's 110 years old. Like, I just see her doing that. She's never going to let that go. We already know she's boring. We know we can live without her, but because what is she going to bring next season if she comes back? But I think she is going to announce that she's not coming back. Oh. Candy, same thing. Candy's the bone collector. I think we like Candy because she brings other stuff to the group. And I'm just saying stuff because stuff. Okay, Phaedra Parks. Yeah, we don't need Phaedra back either, though. Phaedra, like Shantae said earlier, Phaedra burned that bridge. It is what it is. But like the one caller earlier, we do need Kenya. We do need Porsha. We need them by themselves. We don't need anybody's backup dancers or hype men to come with them. We need
wait, who's the backup dancers for Porsha and who's the backup dancers for Kenya?
Kenya's backup dancers are Cynthia and Candy.
I don't know. I disagree.
It's okay. You can disagree with. I still love you anyway.
Because Shamia rides for Porsha, but so Candy and Cynthia.
Shamia and Drew are Portia's backup dancers. It's all
backup singers.
They need to be on what's the show on BET? Encore. That's their next move.
What?
Anywho, let's go to contestant because that's really what I called in for.
Cool. Oh, wait, before we go there, when people throw money at me, I have to shake.
Yeah, shake. While you got some pipes out.
Finally, Justin, thank you so much for the super chat. Hear me out. Let's do an Atlanta All-Stars Housewives Battle Royale. Big Brother, MTV, Andy's Clubhouse style. And fire and see who keeps their spot. Damn.
Wow.
Oh, okay, Danielle, continue your thoughts on this whole Dr. Contessa. Well, first of all, Dr. Heavenly pretty much sharing the things that we said yesterday about Dr. Contessa's relationship with Dr. Scott.
So, I had to leave early yesterday because I had to get to class. Boom. So I missed that part. I haven't gone back and watched. And I saved Heavenly's thing, but I haven't watched it. But we know Heavenly got a lot to say. But I did watch the show, obviously, and I watch What Happens Live. I'm very confused with Contessa. I used to believe in that whole thing of staying together for the sake of the kids. That's very old school. However, I am not in that space anymore because we all recognize that kids pick up on everything and we don't want to show them that dysfunction is okay. But I get it. We do it to keep the Black families together. And I don't know why Contessa is so torn, but I'm going to go back to all of this started when we let go of Miss Renee.
Did you hear what I said about Miss Renee?
No, I just closed my laptop. I'm sorry. What'd you say?
Well, it wasn't really about Miss Renee. It was about the real reason why Dr. Contessa went out of town.
Which time when she went out of town?
Oh, there was more than once?
Contessa goes out of town all the time.
No,
when she went to school. When she went to school.
So what was the real reason?
Well, we don't know. But Dr. Heavenly actually said it wasn't the reason that we think. It wasn't for school.
Oh.
Exactly.
Oh.
Go ahead, JJ.
I think they were separated.
But would she leave her kids like that for a separation?
She was also in school. It was a perfect storm because it's clean. You don't have to explain that but so much. Oh, I'm going to Nashville for the Surgeon General program. Cool. The kids are here with Scott. That doesn't take a lot of extra explaining. When you throw in, oh, we're separated, then everyone's like, okay, girl, why'd you leave your kids?
That's true. That's true. That's a good point.
All right, guys, stay on the line. I want to take a couple more callers before we end this out. Just stay on the line, please. All right. Hold on.
That was Miss.
Oh, no. You said, wait. Shut up, Danielle. She said that was Miss Renee. You're so stupid. April, I'm going to bring you up.
Okay.
Hey.
Hey, Kempire. How you doing?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm good.
What are your thoughts on these hot topics?
Okay. As far as Contessa goes, I really do feel bad for her because I see a lot of red flags just in that episode alone because I've been through a situation like that. So I can tell that she's like, I wouldn't say she's scared because I'm sure she could whoop his ass if she wanted to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I mean, there's a difference in like mental abuse and physical abuse. When you get beat down so long, the way she handled it, I really do feel for her. I mean, I prayed about it. I was like, Lord, I feel bad for Contessa. She's gorgeous. She's intelligent. She's a good mother. She deserves better than that.
Yeah.
And he just acts like, okay. And he pretty much demanded her to get up from the table. Yeah. And she looks scared. Like I was like being reprimanded by your daddy or something, Well, I'm getting up and walking with you. And she's apologizing the whole time. I'm like, girl, you ain't got nothing to be sorry about. But that's my thoughts on Contessa and Married to Medicine. Heavenly is just messy. I mean, Heavenly's gonna be heavenly. We get what we ask for when it comes to her. And as far as Porsha goes, I used to be a huge Porsha fan, but she kind of let me down with this whole recent events that she's got going on with her. I mean, I don't even know what to think with Porsha.
Yeah. Oh, I think we lost you. Are you there, April? We lost you, April. All right, let's round out this conversation. We're already going on an hour and a half. Oh, wait, April? There we go.
Hey, I don't know what happened. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to go on a rant. I'm trying to be quick. But yeah, Porsha, she lost me. I was team Porsha until she pulled all these shenanigans. So
no,
I can't really defend it anymore. She's already dug her grave.
How do you feel about the cast changes that they're thinking about?
Well, I had the poll with Phaedra and Sheree, and I think both would be a good addition, honestly. I mean, I think Phaedra screwed up with the whole candy thing and the made up lies and all that stuff. So, I mean, I still have a sour taste in my mouth over that because I don't think it's good. It's cool to make up anything, especially that serious on somebody. But I mean, they're both entertaining. I mean, that's what we want. Entertainment. Phaedra makes me laugh and Sheree makes me laugh. And, you know, Cynthia, I think, is a sweetheart. I love her to death as a person, but I don't want to watch her on TV.
Oh,
I'm bored. I'm sorry. I mean, I don't want to sit and watch. There's nothing that makes me really want to tune in when it comes to Cynthia. I'm sorry. I think she's precious, but no.
Not precious.
No. She's precious. She's a sweetheart.
Thank you so much for calling in, April. You're a sweetheart. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
All right. First of all, I want to address this comment because I think this is hilarious. Attention, attention. Kempire is vetting his comments to suit his narrative. What is my narrative? St. J?
Have they met you before?
Wait, say it again, yeah?
I said, have they met you before? Have they watched the show before? Like, what? That was random.
Maybe they wanted some attention. Maybe that was Simon. Hey, Simon, how you doing?
Yeah.
How y'all doing? I'm
You're
vetting the comments.
I don't even see you moderating right now. Like
I'm not.
I see Diana. I see me. I see Lulu. I don't see.
I think you know what? The only reason why I addressed it because I thought it was funny. Because I was like, that's so not the channel.
No.
If you're being disrespectful in the comments, the moderators are going to delete your comments. If you're being disrespectful, we're not deleting people's comments that are in favor of one person or the other. No, it's not that channel, y'all. Y'all can go to those other channels for that.
But no, I think one thing people don't realize about the comments too, and we see this as moderators, the comments don't always pop up. Sometimes we have to approve them to show because sometimes they don't always pop up. So, and if there's a lot of comments going on, you guys, we might not even catch it. Because I remember last week somebody was like, y'all are deleting my comments, but actually your comments don't always show.
Because YouTube has filters.
Because of YouTube filters.
So you gotta get creative with your cursey words, people. Anyways, we're digressing. I want to round out this conversation. I'll start with Shantae. Last minute thoughts on these hot topics.
Yeah, so I stand firm on what I said. It's probably time for Atlanta to go after maybe one, possibly two more seasons. Yeah, you're right. Cynthia's boring because what did she do besides just gatekeep her friendship with Nene all these years? And without Nene there for her to gatekeep her friendship, what does she got? That was her arc, gatekeeping her friendship. It was sickening.
Damn.
It was pathetic to watch. You grown. Like, why are you gatekeeping a friendship with another grown woman? Other than that, Scott and Contessa, like I said, they need to just stop playing with marriage and figure out what they're gonna do. And to do that, I think they should just leave the show because that was really just pitiful to watch. And that was only the first part of a 3-part reunion, which is another thing. They need to start having reunions more than 2 parts. 2 parts is all we need for all these reunions. 3 and 4 parts is a no. Don't need it. And that's pretty much it. I just, till next week, till the next drama, I'll be here.
Well, if Cynthia breaks the news on Wendy Williams, y'all know we'll be going live that day.
Exactly.
Drink your water. Get your sleep. It's gonna be a bumpy ride these next couple of weeks.
Yep.
Shantae, thank you so much for calling in. All right, St. J, final thoughts on this hot topic.
Okay, so boom, where are we at? They're saying Marlo, Shamia, Drew, Porsha, and Kenya are coming back.
Mm-hmm. And Candy. Candy's more
Candy.
possibly. You forgot about Candy. It's not a good sign.
Okay. Am I echoing?
No, keep going. Sometimes it happens that way. Just keep going.
Cynthia can go, but if we're replacing her with Phaedra or Sheree, I think that we need somebody a little more even-keeled to come in her place. Because what I don't think Atlanta needs is for everyone to have a personality that usually sits on a 10. And I think that that's kind of what we're gravitating towards.
Okay.
minus Candy, I guess, because Candy's just wants to eat.
Like me, I'm hungry.
Yes. Oh, Contessa. I think that I watched Heavenly's live. Heavenly, I do agree that it's probably more emotional and mental. And I think Heavenly's point about Contessa probably being able to take Scott in a fight was hilarious. But I think that they just need to, it's going to be what it's going to be. I don't think that Contessa needs to leave the show for it to be what it's going to be. Because I don't think anybody said that to Jackie or Quad. Well, they didn't say that to Quad, but they said that to Quad. They said that to Quad because Quad's not a doctor.
The shade.
I like Contessa, but if they're not getting divorced this season, like if the reunion doesn't conclude with "we're done," we don't need to hear anything about it the next season. Like it needs to, for me, the bookend needs to be we're together, we're not together. Anything else, I don't want to hear it all next season. Atlanta is ruining itself. Like Potomac's production team is not going to be able to save a crappy cast.
Well, Potomac's production team is it's technically the same. It's the same company. It's just different people.
But their actual team of producers, not like truly.
Yeah.
But like the actual line producers, they're not going to be able to make a show with nothing going on. And I feel like when you have such big things happening and you're avoiding those big things, I mean, where are we going? Like we can't really have a show of everyone coddling Porsha or everyone coddling anyone. Like it's weird. It's going to be weird. I think that they need a completely new housewife that can bring it.
Okay. And we have heard rumors, and we've had rumors that there is a sixth housewife that they've been considering.
Oh, you know how I feel about that. 5 is not going to work. 5 is not going to work. 6 and their 2 friends, maybe, if Marlo and Shamia are filming full time. But 5 isn't going to work at all.
Okay.
That's all. Thank you for having me.
Jay. Of course. Thank you so much for calling in. Danielle, last minute thoughts. Oh, hold on. There we go.
So, I agree with St. J we need at least 6 housewives across the board for every show. Just to your point the other day when you said it gives us more than one storyline to focus on and stuff to mess around with. Unfortunately, with what St. J said, I agree that we don't need, if Contessa and Scott decided to do whatever, we don't need to hear about it next season, but we know how this goes. They recorded this show months ago. They just did the reunion. So they're getting ready to start recording again soon. We'll hear about that probably by the end of the summer. And if that's what they're in the middle of, then unfortunately, that's what we're going to hear again. And it's just going to be another boring season of Contessa again. And right, so just get your little snooze fest together. Be ready to take some naps whenever she comes on screen because she's not entertaining. She's not. And unfortunately, to me, the crazy part is, I'm going to be the devil's advocate. Scott is what makes her entertaining.
How?
Because without this storyline of Scott, without his stupid shenanigans and his comments because he just basically lies. He sat there and told that girl that he had a chick that he was talking to for the last 7 months but hadn't paid her. That was a lie. Then he went and told Cecil and them he had been dealing with somebody who was a guy. And then he went and said that Contessa wouldn't allow him to hire the chick to work in the office, but he walked around like he just so without that, Contessa has nothing.
Oh, damn. You're harsh today. Did you have your dinner?
I haven't, but we having a good dinner tonight. But Shan, I saw Shan in the comments. This is the me Shan loves. I'm giving her what she wants. She likes to harsh me, so I'm giving my girl what she wants. But real talk though, without Scott, Contessa has nothing. That little sitting there, teary-eyed. And I will kind of say I wanted her to speak up for herself when they were sitting at that dinner table while she was sitting there looking at him with her little lip trembling and her eyes filling up with water. Say something. But they made a very good point. He kept speaking for her. And you can take that twofold. Either he was speaking for her and basically telling her not to say, shut up, don't say anything, or he was speaking for them and she agreed with what he was saying. But we know she doesn't agree with what he's saying because she kept telling her air quotation girlfriends about her situation, which she should have known better. Like, come on now. But I have to team with Scott because he said none of them are marriage counselors, and all of them have gone through their own issues, which is why I feel like Contessa felt like it was okay to talk to other married couples who have been through something. But yeah, Contessa, just go find Miss Renee and make this all better. Go find Miss Renee and make this.
If that is the solution, and then we have a whole new Contessa and Dr. Scott, you know where you heard it first.
Well, Scott we already know Scott got some side chicks. He got pictures in the phone. He got side chicks. But then they showed a clip on the reunion where I don't know if it was Cecil or who it was, but said none of us have been on this show and not received some kind of DMs. They said that in the clip for the reunion. When the husbands came. So I want to know what Curtis got going on, because Curtis probably still out there doing what he do too, and I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised. So I can't wait for this reunion. I'm gonna be ready to eat my popcorn and sip my tea and wait for you to go live, because the reunion is gonna give us more than what the season gave us.
Yeah, Danielle, thank you so much for calling in.
Thanks.
Y'all, this has been fun. We've been live for over an hour and a half. If you missed out on any of this drama that's going on, be sure to check out this live afterwards and let us know your thoughts in the comment section. I love hearing from you. And don't forget, a new episode of my podcast will be available tomorrow. Kempire Radio. Subscribe to there and make sure you rate and review so that people know that this is a podcast that you listen to on a weekly basis. And don't forget, every Friday you're getting a unedited, unfiltered version of the Kempire, where we talk about hot topics, reality TV, and so much more there as well. Be sure to Miriam, we are done. We are done.
You know what I was doing? There's this great initiative, like where I work. We were building up boxes to send to City of Refugee. So it's like care packages with cool creams. And I was doing I was decorating like a home sign. I said,
also, you're making us feel guilty.
Yeah, home is where the heart is. Welcome home. This is what I wrote. I decorated the bag, and I'm going to finish the card, and I'm going to pack it. This is why I wasn't here.
Well, you missed out on all of this hot information.
Okay, you summarize for me.
Oh, really? Really? No. Like everyone else, you're going to have to go back and watch later.
I will watch it. You think I won't? I want to someone talked about me when I was here.
Well, it looks like your girl Porsha's holding out for a bigger contract.
Oh.
And Cynthia might be gone. And Dr. Heavenly looks like she confirmed what we thought about Dr. Contessa and their relationship being emotionally abusive.
Oh, wow. But listen, I would consider the source here, like Dr. I would say that.
I believe her.
A grain of salt. Well, I believe what I saw, but I don't believe that she knows. I think she wants to portray that she is so in the know that this is why she's telling us. I really think she's just observing like all of us. So there's no shock there. We were just talking about it, right?
Yeah.
So Cynthia, I think she is the one playing now. She's playing games. She took the logo or the hashtag from her page so that she can get more money or secure her place. I'm 100% sure. I feel like she is coming back. Porsha, it's a no trick that she uses. I think everything that she banked on her new found love and relationship with Mr. Lyman Nobadia, just like
Did you clearly missed. She did get the tattoo. We showed the tattoo.
The tattoo. I think it's henna. I don't think it's permanent.
She said, I think it's henna.
I don't believe her. I can make a tattoo with these. Like, look, my daughter, she has a lot of artsy stuff. These thin markers. I can write here Campfire all day.
Wait, are you sitting? Are you sitting?
Yes.
Did you hear the other information about your girl Kenya?
No.
Kenya is not coming back next season.
I don't believe it.
I'm joking.
I don't believe it.
She's actually secure
She
from
is
what we
our
hear.
detective extraordinaire. She's the one that was giving us the petty like gossip, because that's why we watch the show. It's not because it's their business. No, their business, we're watching, so we see each other. Of course, Kenya's coming back.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, twirl.
Miriam, thank you for calling in. We appreciate all the charitable things that you're doing there.
Yes, I really was busy. Look,
I know. I figured you would be. But if there's more information coming out this week, we will be live again.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Hopefully I'll get a break tomorrow because New York is, for those that were wondering, The Real Housewives of New York is not new tonight. So we get a little bit of a break.
Can I ask you, just because like I'm your friend, and can we do just a short recap of the season so far of New York?
No, because you're going to be hateful.
Yeah.
See, and that's why we're not. I still have faith in my show.
Oh gosh, but you don't like her. I thought.
I don't like who?
Leah.
I don't like Leah, but I like everyone else, and I like New York.
Talk about Leah.
You just want to be hateful towards Leah. I can't with you.
Not hateful. I would criticize.
Criticize. Okay. All right.
Sending good vibes.
Miriam, thank you so much for calling in. We've been live almost an hour and 45 minutes.
I can't believe I missed all that, but I was doing good.
No, you were doing charitable work, and we appreciate all of that work. Thank you so much for calling in. Bye. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in. We have over 900 something people. We appreciate you being here. If this is what you like, this is just what you're getting more of here on the channel. Daily and consistent hot topics in music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. Of course, live recaps and live conversations. Shout out to everyone that was in the chat, and shout out to everyone that called in, and shout out to everyone that sent in a super sticker or super chat. Appreciate you supporting the channel. Look, this is how we make our living, and we appreciate you supporting that. This show is nothing without our loyal people, and I appreciate all of my mods. Shout out to you guys, even though people try to come at y'all today. Are y'all deleting comments to perpetuate my narrative? That was the funniest thing ever. Anyways, guys, thanks so much for tuning in. Have a wonderful evening. I'm going to go get something to eat because you know how I get. Again, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. And if you're watching this live afterwards, let us know your thoughts in the comment section. But of course, be respectful of each other. And I look forward to reading and having conversations with you there. Have a great evening. See you guys later.